Hello, it's Mike here. Welcome to the Kapok Star Hotel in the Golden Triangle, Chinese Special Economic Zone in Laos. I was given unrestricted access to the whole hotel for videoing. The only place I couldn't go was the casino. But what a magnificent hotel I stayed in, and have a look at the video. I go through every area of it. It's Mike here. I've just arrived in the Kapok Star Hotel in the Golden Triangle, which is called the Special Economic Zone. I don't know if they're going to call it a city or what it is, but I'm inside the building now. And this gentleman here, who's from Laos, he helped me get a room here.
Yes.
He helped me get a room because the rooms were very busy. It's very full. And he was very good to me, and I got a single room for one night, and he's just showing me around the hotel, and it's so beautiful, very, very modern. Elephants in the middle there. The casino's down the bottom floors, and it cost me 600 RMB, Chinese RMB, per night,
Around 3,000 Thai baht.
which is approximately 3,000 Thai baht. So when you come to this hotel and you check in at reception, they don't take credit cards. You've got to have Thai baht or Chinese yuan, and you've got to pay in cash. So the man was good. I didn't know that. I come here with a credit card. The man took me down to the bank and got me some cash, and I'm waiting to check into my room. And so it should be good. I'll stay here one night, and then tomorrow I'll go for a walk around the area, look at all the facilities around the area. So it's been quite an event for me to come here, and it's taken about a day and a half basically, because the roads are so bad, and the 5-hour trip in the bus because the roads were so bad took time, and then getting in here took a little bit of time. I'm waiting for the room to come available now. But there's lots of artwork around. The Lao people lent us a piece of land while we returned them with a city. So that's what the plan is. They've been given this land by the Lao government, and that's what the Chinese are going to do. They're going to turn it into a city. So, and I've been sitting in the foyer for about half an hour, and it's basically Chinese tourists coming to stay here. It's not a cheap hotel by any stretch of the imagination. So it's basically designed for well-heeled Chinese to come here, which makes good business sense, because I have seen a lot of Chinese tourists in the 3 weeks I've been in Laos, in all the major cities: Vientiane, Vang Vian, Lorong, Prabong, and a lot of Chinese tourists, but they've been staying in those cities, but they're more working class Chinese tourists, I've noticed, because they've been on the trains, like I have, taken the Chinese Laos train between the cities. So yeah, it's but I'd say it's all going to work out well for the Laos economy, because it's going to attract a lot of Chinese, and the flow-on effect of the other cities will probably be there as well. So it's very colourful. This is a sort of a bar area here. Outside there's a patio. Well, this is nice. Nice sit-down bar, lounge area there. Then you come out onto a decking. I think we're on the 4th floor. So there's a massive decking here where people can come out. And there's plenty of building going on. When I drove into the city, I saw a massive amount of apartment buildings.
Chinatown?
Chinatown over there, is it? Yeah. Oh, there's a Chinese building there. And that's the outside of the building. The outside design is very picturesque. When you drive up down the road, you certainly notice it. It stands out. This is a different entrance. I think there's about 4 entrances into this hotel, but this one here, and every time you come through your entrance, you've got to go through a scanner with your luggage. So it's very security. So I've come down from my room and I'm into the area where so I can come through to the room, but I can't go through to the casino with video. House of Wealth. It's a 4th floor restaurant area here. There's a wine bar there. Very good. Bakery, all types of sweets, cakes, fruit, look. Japanese. Yeah, so this is certainly a beautiful area. This is a big dining room area, very big. And this is part of the package, is it? Part of their room package. Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive. So, is it mainly gambling? They come here to gamble. Gamble. They come here to gamble. Very nice. Do you think my room would be ready now?
Yeah.
Hey? Yes, so the doorman just showed me to my room in the Kapok Star Hotel in the Golden Triangle, Laos. And that was very interesting. I was down in reception area, and the man that showed me around was a Laos man. He introduced the Chinese manager to me, and the Chinese manager gave me a nice room here on the 19th floor with beautiful views over the Mekong River. The sun's shining right in it at the moment, so it's probably not a good example of the view, but the view out there is very nice. And this is a single room. This is the base room. This is 600 RMB or Chinese yen per night, which works out to 3,000 Thai baht per night. So I had to pay that. I had to pay 3,000 baht for the room, 3,000 baht deposit, which I'll get back once I leave. Originally they said that all the rooms were full, and I said, oh, I've travelled a long way to come here to look at it, and I'd really appreciate if you could find a room. And they found this one for me. But the Chinese manager down there was very nice. He said, oh, well, what we'll do for you, sir, is of course, breakfast is free, of course, part of the overnight. We'll also provide dinner tonight for you I videoed the dining room, it's superb. He said we'll give dining tonight free of charge as well, plus lunch tomorrow free of charge. So that just come out of the blue. That come from nowhere. I just said, look, I appreciate you finding a room for me. And I said to them, I'm the only Westerner here. I said that to the Laos man because he's been taking me a tour around the hotel, and I just said to him, I'm the only Western man here. This is Chinese. Everybody's Chinese staying here. In here is the bathroom. Everything's ultra modern. Floor to ceiling tiling. Very beautiful solid doors, like very, very nice marble granite finishing. Plenty of cupboard space. It's all good quality, even inside the cupboards. Shelf up there. Hot plate for the water, hot water. Refrigerator. Another storage. The bed fully curtains. Nice sized television and a working desk with all good quality finishings. Chair, desk chair. So yeah, it's a nice compact room. Very nice. So yeah, they've been looked after me very well, those two guys down there, the Laos man and the Chinese reception manager, I would probably call him. So there it is. I'll continue having a look around. Yeah, so Mike here at the Kapok Star Hotel in Special Economic Zone in Laos, known as the Golden Triangle. So I've just been onto the 4th floor and had a beautiful buffet dinner, which was superb. Really, I really needed a good feed because I hadn't eaten all day, travelling in the bus and waiting around. I hadn't eaten all day, so that was great. That was complimentary by the hotel here, which was very nice of the Chinese reception manager. So yeah, it's a beautiful hotel. Very, very nice. Obviously 5-star. And have a look at the centre area there. I don't know if you can see it through the screens, but it's got a lot of area there right in the middle of all the apartments. They wrap around that central area there. So I'm going to just go out and go down to the foyer, have a look around outside, see what's happening in this zone. It's got a sort of a mixed reviews, the special economic zone set up by the Chinese, land gifted by the Laos government to China, 99-year lease. Okay, so they've got 99 years, they're going to build on it and they're going to create a city basically designed, being so close to the Chinese border, to facilitate Chinese tourists. That's the number one objective. And that's happening right throughout Southeast Asia, we all know that anyway, so it makes good business sense for both the Laos and the Chinese governments, because there's plenty of Laos people being employed here. There's plenty of Laos people being employed here by the Chinese investment, and I've seen lots of Chinese tourists. So we're now into the foyer area. And as I said, I think that might be the casino through there. That's the casino through there, so they won't let me go in there and video. But up there it says Kapok Star Hotel Casino. So that's very nice, but yeah, getting back to this area, which has been donated by the Laos government. Look, a lot of people carry on about it and they say, oh, it's going to be bad for Laos. I can't work out how this can be bad for Laos. It's providing tourism, it's providing jobs, and all right, this hotel set up for Chinese wealthy gamblers. That's there right in front of your face, and I expect that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's their customer base, and that's what they designed it for. But don't forget, I'm in here too, but mind you, I'm the only Westerner here. I'm the only Westerner staying in a hotel. They told me that. And when I went to the dining room in level 4, everybody's looking at me. They're all Chinese looking at me, which is all right, but that doesn't worry me. But it won't always be like that, I would hesitate to say. Mind you, the television, everything is Chinese. We couldn't get it swapped over to English. So, yeah, so there's a few things that some people get their knickers in a knot over, saying that, oh, why is this happening in Laos? This doesn't look anything like Laos. Well, of course it doesn't. I've just spent the last 3 weeks touring around Laos, and there's nothing like this in the other cities of Laos. I'm just out. It's getting dark now. But, you know, all the bright lights, the beautiful trees, the wide roads, the water river sort of running through a man-made lake there. This is genuine Chinese. If you go to any of the Chinese cities, you'll see them lit up like this. Bright lights, and And I'm just walking out the front of the hotel here now. This is the front entrance. Look at this. Have a look at this ceiling display. Have a look at that. And have a look at the car that's parked right at the front door. Rolls Royce. I don't know which model it is, but it's a massive vehicle, and it's parked right on the front platform of the entrance. And all the cars parked in the hotel foyer or car park front are all BMWs, Maseratis, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, and here's another Rolls Royce just parked over here as well. So this is what they're doing. They're targeting well-heeled Chinese people who, and I must admit, most of the Chinese I've seen in the dining room tonight in the foyer, most of them are young Chinese. Gee, it's incredible. Their age group is, they all look like they're in their late 20s, 30s. And, you know, they're here as a couple or whatever, and they love the hotel, and they obviously want, Chinese do like to gamble, and as you know, gambling in China is illegal. You can't have a country 1.4 billion people all getting addicted to pokies. So that'd be an absolute nightmare. So what they do is they set up these little enclaves off of Chinese mainland where the Chinese can come, and the ones who can afford to come here stay in 5-star accommodation and gamble. That's what's happening. There's nothing wrong with that. So it's dark now for me to walk around and do too much videoing, but I'll just go for a walk down by the water, I think, down there. See, I'm here, but I'm not a gambler. I would stay here one night. If I was here, I might go down to the casino, just have a look at it. I might have a little dabble for half hour or so, but that's not my number one reason for coming here. So I'm walking around the front here, and I think I've come across an area like this with a massive swimming pool. So it's detached from the hotel. The hotel's over there. There's a roadway. So I'm predicting that this is the hotel swimming pool. Isn't that beautiful? That is superb. Gee, that's a big swimming pool too. This is the boulevard. This is the boulevard that runs in front of the hotel. All these trees lit up at night. Right, there's the, see, as we know, everything's in Chinese. The television, all the details on the television was Chinese. The lift details are in Chinese. Yes, a few rules there about swimming. Hello, sir. What's your job?
Swimming.
You're in charge of the pool, are you? So there's the pool, and it looks like it's got a little kiddies pool as well. Yeah, that's very shallow. I tell you, I love the way the Chinese dress their buildings up. They are incredible at night. Every one of the Chinese cities, they dress their buildings up with bright lights, really give it some colour. So that's just a little bit about this new city in northern Laos. I asked one of the guys there today, I said, what are you going to call this city? You know, I mean, it's a city under construction at the moment. When you drive in, there's an enormous number of buildings and going on. You can't call it the special economic zone. Surely you've got to come up with, it's got to come up with some other name, doesn't it? One bloke said it might be called the province in northern Laos. It's some province called Bokor province. So, yeah, they need to come up with a proper name. Now, evidently, I was also told today that because when I first arrived, when you arrive, there's a big, near the reception desk, there's a listing of pricing, right? The bottom price was 600 Chinese yuan for a single room, single bed, you know, apartment. I arrived and they said, "Oh, sorry, sir, they're all, you know, we think they're all sold out." It goes up from there. You know what I mean? It goes up to a bloody astronomical amount at the top, penthouse or whatever. Anyway, I said, look, I've come a long way. You know what I mean? I want to have a look at this and I want to do a video, etc. Anyway, he walked away and went to the Chinese manager, and an hour later they came up with a room, which was really nice. I thought, because he said to me, look, the same owners of this hotel own another hotel behind this, and it's much cheaper. You can stay there. And I said, yeah, okay, if I stay 2 days, I might stay there one night, but I'd really like to stay at this place because this is beautiful. You know, I'd really like to see what the rooms are like and get a feel for it. So he was good. He understood that I was serious about it, so they found a room for me, which was nice. And tomorrow I'll have another look around the area, around the different zone, and have a look at what else has been going on here. And if I stay tomorrow, I might stay in the other hotel, which is owned by the same people. And he said it's cheaper, much cheaper, so that might suit me too. Because I really don't know what is here to do if you're just a genuine tourist, and what other things are there to do here other than if you're a gambler. So that's what I'll look into that tomorrow. So there it is. I know that if you go to YouTube, you see a lot of articles written about this place saying it's been a haven for drugs and human trafficking, and animal trafficking, and importation of meth, and it goes on and on. Well, I don't. Look, I'm just walking around. I've got no idea how far all that's gone and who's in charge, and the Laos government on top of it. And has the Chinese government put an end to that? I don't know, but I would presume they would be, because I got told that the Chinese government wasn't happy about the bad publicity that this special economic zone had received. It might be one of the reasons why I'm a Westerner and they were happy for me to come in and video everywhere. Right? They probably want to get the image cleaned up a bit. But I'm walking around now, and it's just, it appears to me like a Chinese city. It makes, because I've been to a lot of Chinese cities, and it feels like one, and I feel perfectly safe. However, that's only on the surface. There's lots of problems with a lot of cities in the world which you don't see until you dig deeper. But I was surprised when they said that all the single rooms are booked out, and then I'm there tonight, and there's a lot of Chinese staying here, so it's proving to be successful. But what a building, hey? Have a look at it. Just have a look at the architecture, the different angles, and it's like a building that I've never seen before. It's got 4 sort of corners to it, and each of the rooms have got a view. The Mekong River is just behind it. My room faces out over the Mekong River, which looks like it's only within about 300 metres of the hotel. So tomorrow I might go for a walk down to the Mekong, have a look at that. And he also told me that there's a Chinatown that they're building here. Their own little Chinatown that they're going to build. And I can see a little bit of a Chinese style roofline over there. So that's. And you know why they can get away with this? Because you're talking about a country with 1.4 billion people. So if they do this well, and Chinese people love coming here, it's really irrelevant what the rest of the world thinks, because they'll make a nice handy profit out of just handling this with Chinese tourists. So that's what I'm saying. People who get carried away and say, oh, why has Laos got a Chinese city in it? Well, because it's under a 99-year lease to the Laos government. They're making money on it, and it's employing their people. And the flow-on effect, because I've been here and there's a lot of Chinese people, not just here, but they're in Vientiane, they're in Vang Vieng, they're in Liam Prabang, they're everywhere. Right? They're everywhere. Because it's so close to the Chinese border. It's so easy for them to get here, and it's cheap. Laos is cheap. So that's the attraction. Here's another side view of this building here. So it's got these huge arches. And then these buildings, these rooms here, they must be right top shelf. They've got their own balcony and high ceilings. Yeah, so this is another entrance to it over this side. But have a look at the bright red light there in the middle of that building there. That bright red flame that goes up. So across the road we've got another very distinguishing looking Chinese building there. See, so the Chinese people like to feel comfortable. When they go on holiday, they like to have Chinese food, and they like to feel comfortable with their own, with their own culture and what they've got at home. And they like to also have that when they're away on holiday. So I'll just walk over here. Yes, we're getting very Chinese here with the red and the red lanterns. And here's the big Chinese gates that we see around the world. at the entrance of any Chinatown around the world, but this one is exceptionally elaborate. There's one here, but have a look at this one. Have a look at that. Gee, that's got some colour in it. So then we're walking now through, this is right across the road from the hotel. And we've got a gold bank there, China Gold Bank. Okay. And then we walk through here, and this looks like little Chinatown. Now, all the headings, all the titles are in Chinese. So look, see there's massage there in English, right? And believe it or not, look at that, KFC. KFC in English, with its trademark brand known all around the world. But everything else is in Chinese. So obviously the thing they've got to think about there, that if they're going to develop this city and they want to develop and try and broaden its horizons into the European market, American market, Western market, then yes, you can't have all your buildings with no English. You know what I mean? Now, at the moment, that's the way it is, but will it be like that in 5 or 10 years' time? Who knows? But at the moment, it's undoubtedly marketed towards Chinese. These are all Chinese restaurants here. But I must admit, there's not many people around either. So that's the other thing. If it doesn't draw the number of people they want, then they've got to broaden their horizons. Broaden their client base. Yeah, this area here, believe it or not, there's people working. Can you hear that grinder working? There's people working at about, I think it's about 8:30 at night. I don't know. Might be later. So this is just, this area here looks like hasn't been going too long. It's sort of makeshift by the look of it. It looks like it's not quite finished off yet. Thanks for watching this video from northern Laos, from the Golden Triangle, the Chinese Special Economic Zone, and from the Kapok Star Hotel where I stayed. Now, coming up after this video is another video regarding the scams and the trafficking which has occurred in this area and how the Laos government are trying to clean it up. So, I don't know how you expected to get around. So it's a bit quieter part of town here, but there's still some apartment towers up here on the edge. Now those people that walk past, they could have been Israeli or Lebanese, something like that. So there are others. What they probably need to get here is the Indian people too, the Indian tourists, because that's where the big numbers are.